Hi, welcome straight to this video. I don't want to waste your time. In this video, I want to share with you or show you how I passed my B1 German exam. Yes, you can pass it, you can make it, only you have to decide. Have you been hearing or have people been telling you that B1 exam is so difficult, German grammatics are so difficult? You can do it. Nothing good comes easy in this world. So I'm going to share you what I did and how I passed it once. I didn't write it twice, but only once. You too, watching me or listening to my voice, can also do that. As you all may know, you can write B1 Prüfung in Goethe Institute or Teles. But Goethe Institute's exam is a bit difficult, yes, because I have written A1 with Goethe Institute and Teles. Then I compare and contrast and come to realize that Goethe's exam is ambition hard. So the B1 exam is divided into 3 parts. Some people said it's 4, but me is 3. You have the comprehension, that is the lesson, and you have the hören, that is listening, and you have the schreiben, that is writing, and the sprechen, which is the speaking parts. So within this period, when I was preparing the exam or when I was still attending the Dutch course school or lessons, I discovered that hören is always difficult, especially if you are a foreigner. For you to hear, it's always difficult because you don't know many of the words that they will be pronouncing. So what I did, that I went to YouTube, just as you are listening to me now, or just as you came across my video. I went to YouTube and I started listening to some of the videos, exam samples that have already been taken. I started listening to it. And when you want to listen, do not put on your headphone, because in the exam, the headphone, you are not going to use any headphone to listen to it. So every night I go to YouTube, I started listening to B1 hören Prüfung until at least I became conversant with their intonation and the way they pronounce words, and I learned a lot of. You have to practice your hören for you to understand or hear, because they are speaking fast, and especially if you do not know many words, it will be also difficult for you. So what you should do is always play the hören at night, especially when the environment is calm. You listen to it. Then in the lesson part, that is comprehension part, what I did was this: I try as much as possible to learn new words, because when you learn new words, it's going to help you when you are reading, or when you are reading the comprehension. If you can be able to understand the meaning of the word, then it will be easy for you to choose your answers. If you do not know many words in German, especially when you want to write a B1 exam, it's gonna be difficult for you. One, because you cannot write letter, and when you see these words, you don't know their meaning, so it will be difficult for you to choose your option in the lesson part, that is comprehension part. So what you should do is that go to YouTube. Also, there are many samples of lesson, that is, I always say lesson, comprehension in YouTube that people have already made. You look at them, study them, learn new words. That is the most important thing, because if you do not, it will be difficult. Then when you are reading these are what I did, these are the things that helped me to pass this B1 Prüfung. So you learn new word, and when you are reading each number, try as much as possible to understand the sense of the message. That is when you'll be able to choose your option correctly. Then in schreiben parts, in schreiben part, that is in writing part, letter writing part, this is the main cocoa, this is the main exam, because if you do not pass the schreiben und sprechen, they will not give you the certificate. Rather, they will give you art fine certificate. But if you pass sprechen und schreiben, they will give you the certificate. So in schreiben, what I did was this, and I believe it will help you. Anyway, I'm going to make another video giving you tips on how you can pass your B1 Prüfung. So what I did was this. Try also to learn new words. I keep on saying this because the new words will help you in writing your letters, and try to understand what you are asked to do in that letter. Take the question paper, read it, memorize it, try to know what and what you should do. In their letters, they always bring 4 points. Make sure that you handle those 4 points correctly. Do not skip one, and do not use 1 point to cover the space in which you are going to use to write others. Just 1.5 sentences in 1 point is okay if what you are writing is reasonable. You don't need to jam-pack your papers with unnecessary points. So when you get the letter, during my own period, the letter was that I have read in a newspaper that so company is selling children's clothes, that I should write to so woman and tell her that I have interest, that I want to buy. Then the number 1 point always is warum schreiben Sie? Why are you writing? The second one, they said, what do I want? What type of clothes do I want? The third one, they said price. The fourth one, they said housing. Then how can I say this clothes? So in this letter, you have to mention, you have to highlight, you have to write on each point. Do not leave one, because when they are marking it, what they are looking for is your point. If they look at your number 1 distance and they didn't see any points there, they're not gonna give you any points because you didn't write on it. Try as much as you can to answer them accordingly. 1.5 sentence is enough for 1 point. You don't need to write the whole things. So what I did is that, and there is something that is always good, but I don't know if that one gives point. You can start your letter with a bit introduction. For example, my own, I said, ich habe ihre Einsage in die, I mentioned the name of the place, gelesen, und habe ich Interest daran. And another thing you will like to use that will help you, try to use Nebensatz. Nebensatz goes a long way. For example, if you are asked to write a letter to your child's teacher or school that your child is sick and he or she cannot come to school or kindergarten tomorrow, then you should write, always try modal verb like weil, das help, outside this ground. Try as much as possible to use all these things because they give you a lot of points. Yes, study your books, learn. If it is possible, you can go back to A1 to learn the articles der, die, das. This will help you a lot. That was what I did. I was forcing myself to hear, to understand Hören. Hören was giving me headache. I said, okay, Hören, you have to go for a break. Let me learn new words. Maybe that is why I wasn't understanding what they are saying. But trust me, when I started learning new words, the Hören wasn't so hard for me. Learn new words, study your books, go to YouTube, watch videos on what B1's video, either Telecom or Goethe. If you are writing, I think you should go to Telecom so that it will be easy for you. I believe I have helped you. I believe you heard how I managed to pass my B1 exam It's not difficult. What it needs is just your time, your attention, your effort, and you will get it. Yeah, you will get it. Do not allow somebody to tell you that it's difficult, that you cannot pass it. Why not? You can pass it. Like I said earlier, it is only you, whatever you are doing in this world, it's you that have the final say apart from God. After God comes you. If you allow people to be telling you that it's so difficult that you cannot pass it, I know a lot of people who have written it twice, they've said, is it you? You are different, my friend. You are not those people. So, believe your instinct, believe in yourself, and try this. You will pass it. This is all I did. Making research, studying new words, and listening to the whole. Yeah, maybe in the other video, I am going to talk more of how you can prepare for your oral and the tips that I will give you. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave your comments down below, and you can as well share this video. Like, until we meet again, I will say bye-bye for now.